Hi, my name is David Lloyd, and today I'm going to be explaining how to deduct VO2 max from the YMCA submax bike test. By the end of this video, you'll know how to administer the test, how to collect data from the test, and how to use that data to predict a VO2 max. Getting right to it, you're going to need the online Excel spreadsheet that I'm going to provide in the description of this video, the bike to run the test, heart rate monitor, but you can always take it manually, blood pressure cuff and stethoscope to take blood pressure, and lastly, a stopwatch. You need to do a couple more things before that as well. You need to collect the resting heart rate of your client and the resting blood pressure of your client. So before the warm-up, you need to set the bike to have the leg extend of a range of motion 5 to 15 degrees. You're going to have the client rest on the bike for 3 minutes after it's set. So the warm-up is the same for everybody. You're going to set the bike to 0 resistance, and it's going to be a 4-minute warm-up. You're going to have the cadence at 50 RPM. You're going to collect heart rate in 15-second increments from the last 45 seconds at each minute to the beginning of the next minute. So if you're collecting heart rate for the first minute, you will collect it from 45 seconds to 1 minute. At the beginning of the 2-minute mark, collect blood pressure and RPE. Remember that RPE is a subjective scale of how hard somebody is working. So stage 1. Again, it's the same for everybody. 4 minutes at a resistance of 0.5 kilopascals. Cadence of 50 RPM. Again, collect heart rate at the end of every minute. Collect blood pressure and RPE at the beginning of minute 2. Only continue from minute 3 to minute 4 if heart rate is not within 5 BPM of each other from minute 2 and minute 3. That's also known as a steady state. So if you haven't reached the steady state, add another minute to the test until it's achieved. So you're going to know the resistances for stages 2 through 4 based off of how well your client performed on stage 1. So if your client's heart rate is above 100 BPM after stage 1, you'll know to set the resistance for stage 2 to 1.0 kilopascal, for stage 3, 1.5, stage 4, 2.0. Use this chart to determine resistances. Pressing on. For stage 2, you're just going to repeat the same exact procedure as stage 1 at the increased resistance. Stage 3, you're going to repeat the same exact procedure as stage 1 with an even more increased resistance. If final heart rate after stages 2 and 3 are between 110 BPM and 85% age predicted max heart rate, begin the cool down. If not, move to stage 4. Remember, age predicted max heart rate is 220 minus age. So stage 4, repeat the procedure of stage 2 again. Heart rate must be in a steady state from minute 3 to minute 4. And in an online Excel spreadsheet provided by Professor Dustin Backey of the kinesiology department at California State University, Chico, actually makes estimation of VO2 max much more simple. All you have to do is see where my cursor is, input the heart rate counts for each minute of each stage to see a VO2 max estimation. But in order for you to get a good grasp on that, excuse me, I'm trying to get back to my presentation. In order for you to get a good grasp on that, you probably need a little bit of practice. Oh, but before the practice, we need to explain what a cool down is. So after stage 3 or stage 4, based off of performance, is going to be a 4-minute cool down, a cadence of 50 BPM at 0.5 kilopascal resistance, and you're going to take the heart rate at the end of every minute and blood pressure at the end of minute 2. Now, like I was saying, you're going to need a little bit of practice with these numbers to get a good estimate of how well you could perform the VO2 max test. So let's have a 25-year-old that weighs 60 kilograms, and his BPM after each stage is 16, 20, 22, 24. I want you to go into that Excel spreadsheet right now and see if you could estimate what their VO2 max is. Play around with it. It's very self-explanatory. So if you have any questions, just leave them at the bottom of this video. But you should find the result is 44.13 as your VO2 max estimate. Thanks for watching.